Today, we take you deep into the heart of Africa to explore a century-old mysterious legend, the Kongamato. It's a tale that could challenge our very understanding of modern biology. With a wingspan of over 2 meters, featherless, leathery wings, and sharp teeth in its jaws, this is more than just an ancient legend. It may be an unresolved mystery of a true living fossil. Don't forget to hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and never miss a journey into the unknown.
Do you think the skies of Africa are only ruled by eagles and vultures?
If that's what you believe, then you truly know nothing about the secrets of this ancient continent.
Seriously? Isn't the largest flying creature the vulture, with a wingspan of about 2.7 meters?
Modern science generally believes that pterosaurs and other prehistoric flying creatures went extinct long ago, now preserved only as fossil memories of a distant past. Yet, in certain remote tribes deep within Africa, a very different story has been passed down, one describing a mysterious creature of astonishing size with a wingspan exceeding 2 meters and notably no feathers covering its body. What's even more surprising is that its skin is said to resemble rough leather, unlike the soft wings of modern birds. Even more bizarre, the wing bones are described as lined with sharp teeth, seemingly designed for hunting or defense, a trait that instantly calls to mind the unique form of prehistoric pterosaurs.
Sharp teeth on its wings. That completely overturns what we know about living birds.
Kongamato, sometimes called Kongamato in local dialects, is a fearsome legend among tribes deep in Africa. In their language, its name represents a mysterious and powerful being that strikes fear into the hearts of villagers. It is not described as an ordinary animal, but as a strange entity with enormous wings, featherless, skin as tough as leather, and wing bones studded with razor-sharp teeth. The name has been passed down for centuries as a symbol of mysterious power, both feared and revered. Many elders and hunters claim to have seen the Kongamato with their own eyes, describing it as appearing in the dense jungle, moving swiftly and silently. These legends are not only a source of fear but also carry the cultural wisdom of the tribes, a reflection of their relationship with nature and the unknown.
That sounds like mythology. Isn't it just an ancient legend?
The name Kongamato has indeed been passed down for generations within African tribes. But it wasn't until 1923, when the first Western explorer officially documented the mysterious creature, that the world began to take notice. First glance, it might seem like an ordinary tale, but the deeper you look, the more incredible it becomes. Witnesses from different eras and backgrounds described it with striking consistency. Featherless, wings with a leathery texture, and a mouth lined with sharp teeth. These features don't match any known living animal, yet they strongly resemble the pterosaurs that went extinct some 65 million years ago.
Seriously? But how would they even know what a pterosaur looked like?
Frank H. Melland, a colonial administrator in northern Rhodesia, modern-day Zambia, conducted an experiment that was both shocking and thought-provoking. He brought along an illustrated book of prehistoric creatures to remote African tribes, hoping to gauge their familiarity with such ancient beings. To his astonishment, when he showed them an image of a pterosaur, the tribespeople immediately gasped and cried out the name Kongamato, the very creature from their legends described as featherless, with leathery wings and sharp teeth. The significance of this experiment cannot be overstated. These villagers had no exposure to modern education or Western scientific knowledge, yet they instantly recognized the pterosaur image and matched it with their own word. This not only lends credibility to the Kongamato legend but also suggests that such a creature might have persisted in some hidden corner of Africa, passed down through oral tradition as a living history, rather than just a myth.
That's incredible. Could it really mean that a pterosaur has survived?
That's exactly the heart of the question. Over time, more and more sightings have emerged, not just from indigenous tribes in Africa's interior, but even from highly educated engineers, zoologists, and doctors who have personally witnessed this mysterious creature that should only exist in prehistoric times, the Kongamato. These witnesses come from diverse backgrounds with strong professional knowledge, which adds credibility to the creature's existence. Many engineers describe its flight posture and mechanics as unlike any known bird or bat. Its leathery wings and mouth full of sharp teeth are particularly astonishing. Zoologists emphasize that the Kongamato's massive size and unique behavior patterns don't match any living animal classification. Meanwhile, doctors' reports are chilling. The creature's skin is tough and leather-like, with structural differences from both mammals and reptiles, suggesting it may carry traits of some ancient primordial gene.
Has the scientific community taken this seriously?
The mainstream scientific community has largely remained silent about Kongamato sightings, often avoiding the topic. Yet history contains several shocking reports spanning 1925, 1932, 1956, and even 1988. These accounts come not only from indigenous tribes but also from engineers and explorers, making the mystery of this creature even more perplexing. Among these reports, one evening around 6 o'clock, Engineer Brown clearly witnessed two enormous flying creatures. They spread their leathery wings and opened their mouths, revealing sharp teeth, exactly matching the image of ancient pterosaurs. This sighting has remained unforgettable for him, because the creature's flight posture and characteristics were completely unlike any known modern bird or bat.
So, is the Kongamato truly a surviving pterosaur, or just a case of misidentification?
Regarding the mysterious Kongamato, there are two main interpretations circulating between scholars and eyewitnesses. The first explanation suggests that the Kongamato could very well be a miraculous surviving species of pterosaur. This theory is supported by the remarkable consistency in numerous eyewitness accounts. Whether from African tribal members or professionals such as engineers and zoologists, descriptions of the creature are strikingly similar. Featherless, leathery wings, sharp teeth, and a massive body reminiscent of pterosaurs. These cross-verified sightings lend credibility to the possibility of pterosaurs existing in modern times. Pterosaurs are believed to have gone extinct alongside the dinosaurs at the end of the Cretaceous period, about 65 million years ago. Yet the eyewitness descriptions of the Kongamato suggest that ancient pterosaurs may have survived into the present, a living fossil phenomenon that, while rare in biology, is not entirely impossible.
That sounds reasonable, but is there any physical evidence?
The Kongamato, as a potentially surviving pterosaur species, undoubtedly poses a huge challenge. From a scientific standpoint, pterosaurs went extinct at the end of the Cretaceous period about 65 million years ago. Today, there are no skeletal fossils or physical remains to prove their continued existence. This lack of direct evidence makes the true identity of the Kongamato a mystery and explains why mainstream science struggles to fully accept this theory. From an ecological perspective, for a species to survive and reproduce over the long term, it must have sufficient food sources and a suitable concealed environment. For a large aerial predator like a pterosaur, the required food supply would be enormous, and its habitat would need to avoid modern human activity to remain undetected. While the remote wilderness and swamps of modern Africa are extensive, whether they could sustain an entire pterosaur population remains a major question.
What about the other explanation?
Beyond the idea that the Kongamato could be a surviving pterosaur, there's a more rational explanation: misidentification. This theory suggests that so-called pterosaur sightings might actually be misinterpretations of large birds, bats, or other animals, combined with generations of tribal fear and cultural lore, which together created the impression of a mysterious and terrifying creature.
In the African wilderness at night, large flying mammals like fruit bats often move through the forests. Their size and wingspan can be intimidating, and in the darkness, their vague silhouettes are easily mistaken for unknown creatures. Similarly, large African birds such as vultures or eagles sometimes appear at dawn or dusk, and the shape of their wings and flight patterns can lead to misidentification. But why do all the witnesses specifically emphasize the teeth?
For a long time, some scholars have explained the Kongamato phenomenon as a misidentification of large birds or bats, but this explanation is hard to fully accept. The main problem lies in the details. No modern birds have teeth, and while bats do, their teeth are very different from the sharp, pointed teeth described by witnesses. The high consistency in these details is striking. Tribal members and eyewitnesses describe the Kongamato as having leather-like wings with no feathers and a mouth full of sharp teeth, features that clearly don't match any known birds or bats. More importantly, these characteristics appear almost identically in reports from people of different eras and backgrounds. This cross-generational and cross-cultural consistency weakens the credibility of the misidentification theory.
So, is it possible that this is some kind of living fossil?
Exactly. In nature, there are indeed several examples of living fossils, and the coelacanth is one of the most famous. This fish was believed to have existed hundreds of millions of years ago, yet it wasn't rediscovered by the scientific community until 1938, shocking the world of biology. Proves just how limited human understanding of the natural world really is, especially in remote and hard-to-reach areas. Central Africa's vast swamps and dense tropical rainforests are precisely the kind of places where mystery and the unknown are most concentrated. These regions, due to harsh geography and poor accessibility, have long restricted human exploration, making even basic scientific surveys extremely difficult. Therefore, in theory, it is still possible that undiscovered creatures, or even entirely new species yet to be scientifically named, exist there.
Speaking of historical records, what happened during the first sighting in 1923?
In the 1920s, Melland, serving as an administrator in northern Rhodesia, first came across a shocking and mysterious legend, the Kongamato. This legendary creature had long been spoken of among the Kondabilo tribes. Locals described it as a fierce predator capable of attacking people in dugout canoes and even overturning entire boats, posing a serious threat. Such descriptions piqued Melland's curiosity and laid the groundwork for future research. What was even more astonishing was that when Melland showed the locals a picture of a pterosaur, their reaction was unexpected. They cried out in surprise, shouting, "Kongamato!" These indigenous people, who had never received modern education, were able to accurately recognize a prehistoric creature that had been extinct for 65 million years. This remarkable consistency in recognition puzzled scientists and explorers and sparked widespread discussion.
Wow, that must have terrified Melland.
The famous explorer Melland documented the terrifying characteristics of this creature in detail in his published works, noting that the local tribe's fear of the Kongamato was far from imaginary. They considered it even more dangerous than a rampaging elephant, a judgment rooted not in superstition about ghosts or demons but in first-hand survival experience.
Was there any follow-up in 1925?
In 1925, a man ventured deep into Africa's forbidden swamps but emerged barely alive, suffering severe chest injuries. This mysterious incident shocked both locals and explorers, sparking countless speculations and questions. What was truly chilling was that when the man was shown a picture of a prehistoric animal, he screamed in terror and fled the scene, as if the image had awakened a deep-seated fear and memory within him.
Have any of these sightings been observed by professional scientists?
In 1932, zoologist Sanderson was conducting research in the Asambo region of Cameroon, Africa, when he experienced an unforgettable night of terror. While wading across a small creek, he suddenly witnessed a black creature surge out of the water. Its wings spread like a bat's, its mouth revealed sharp teeth, and it emitted a chilling low growl that pierced the silent night. Sanderson named this mysterious creature Eligio, attempting to explain it as a large local fruit bat, but he admitted that the creature's teeth were completely unlike those of any known fruit bat, making it impossible to reasonably classify within known species.
Did these events occur across different times and regions?
The mysterious figure of the Kongamato spans nearly a century of reported sightings, from 1923 to 1988, covering vast areas of southern Africa, including Zambia, Namibia, and other regions. These sightings were no longer just tribal oral traditions. They were corroborated by witnesses from diverse backgrounds, including local natives, engineers, scientists, and even medical professionals, lending the legend a striking sense of authenticity.
Is it possible to prove its existence with modern technology?
With rapid advances in technology, modern biology offers new hope for unraveling the extraordinary mystery of the Kongamato. In recent years, environmental DNA (EDNA) analysis has emerged as a powerful tool for tracking and confirming the presence of unknown species. This technique can extract trace amounts of DNA from water, soil, or even the air, allowing scientists to detect a species' presence without needing to directly observe or capture it.
So, what's the final conclusion?
The Kongamato, a mysterious creature long rumored in the depths of Africa, still has no definitive conclusion. Whether it's the sharp-toothed, leather-winged creature described by eyewitnesses or the deep fear it inspires among local tribes, the legend leaves room for endless imagination. It remains an unsolved puzzle, a reminder that scientific exploration is never complete and that vast gaps still exist in our understanding of the natural world.
So, which possibility do you personally lean toward?
I like to leave some room for mystery. After all, if unknown creatures really exist in the world, that's when our curiosity truly comes alive.
And what about you, viewers? After subscribing and liking, don't forget to leave a comment. Do you trust the scientific explanation, or do you want to believe that miracles still exist on Earth?
If you enjoy these stories of exploring the unknown, don't forget to share them with your friends and discuss this century-spanning mystery of the African skies together.